exploiting our enemy's weakness. I will protect you.
I'll get the better of our foe yet.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen. Let us endeavor to keep up. Though we are less fleet of foot. What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness. Come to think of it, did not Sir Rotheus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine? If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Erland. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here, for this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
I knew it to be so.
Since times of eld, dragon blood is... Remember, draconic... Blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. This world is far removed from the one I know. Then go. Since times of eld, remember. Draconic, then I bid ye farewell.
Not buying?
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind? Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
Places such as this ought to be Protector's prayer from peace and good day, sir. Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind.
What might I find?
Bears repeating.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Times such as these are what lanterns are for. That's better. I don't much like the dark. Thank you.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, in your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate, and speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
Mind if it's birds?
To think that the world could shift so suddenly and...
So you're here, are you? Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phasus lamenting that he be reduced to aiding you. But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such trivia. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above, you see. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, perhaps you will join us on Volcanic Island. 'Tis all the same, either way. This world needs no Arisen to save it. Such is Lord Phasus' creed and mine.
Ah, that's right. I must as I trace life to its source, what might I find?
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Well then. You're a little creepy.
That dragon looked to be far more powerful than any monster we have yet encountered.
Well then.
I see. So that's who the crazy old man is. Okay, so you can't die during this at all. That's just wonderful.
You find it strange, but this is your alas. Yet that world you stand now, innumerable will you alone, what you see behold. Twill all as it has failed in the blink of an eye. I would advise you perhaps in do and know how shall you fare.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit. Let all that vim go to waste. A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts. These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough. Challenge if ever I saw. This will be over in moments.
Right you are.
This stellar bombardment shall leave nothing standing.
Curative magics have the opposite effect on reanimated dead.
Irony, but one that can work in our favor.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. No.
Oh, we prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future.
being
I see you have read a mad sovereign. If you would say this place may chance.
I imagine the people of this world would welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
That's just what I was thinking.
What form this world can take. What a pitiful existence.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever...
I cannot begin to fathom what would come of the world of this.
We need answers. Who would seek to end this world and for what purpose? We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Curious kinship. What hope have I of doing any good in a world such as this?
I must not be spoken.
You're the Arisen, aye? And here I had taken you for dead. I am to inform you that Lord Phasis requests as to whether you heed him.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go? Leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape. I suppose I'll just have to make the best of this.
I suspect one might hide. In any case, we ought to yes. After you, 'twas perhaps a host of Luz the Aura. As she tells, 'tis surely only a matter of... I found the pork recognizing. I thought it... Alas, mayhap you will succeed where I could not. Indeed, in your absence, tell me, Arisen, what... So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, could that have been... Yet why would... And speculate at... Now, if you can find...
Oh, Master, how long I've... But worry not. We could do with the lantern's light. Allow me.
I am in your debt.
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape.
Dare say I could forget my troubles there.
Now that I think of it, but it matters not. We seek to divine. If you've an interest, 'tis all the same.
That's right. I was telling you about the Gigantus. Until you went off somewhere. Humph. Young people are so impatient. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen structure that hearkens to the voice of the sea, for 'tis a servant of the brine. Just as the Arisen commands them, supposedly, the brine have their colossal servant monitor the dragon to ensure that it commits no acts of excess. As for what the brine deemed an act of excess, I could not tell you. Some would argue that 'tis the hand of excess what brings the cup of fine ale to our lips time and time again. But what of it? Those unbidden sips of ale are what keep the throat from growing parched. Without them, life would be a dull affair. That brings me back to what I was saying about the, 'tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, 'tis said its lofty gaze watches up, and should it be stirred to life by the voice of the sea, mayhap 'twould do aught to put that dragon in its place. You do not believe, but I assure you 'tis no less than the truth.
As a matter of fact, it cannot be denied. When I was an archer, my bowmanship left much to be desired. Yet it fills me with great pride to be a fighter and serve as your shield Arisen.
I best tidy up a bit before the customer comes.
I suppose we...
How can he be so cold? Where are we to go?
My I shall test. 'Tis not your place to Tis not your place to question my... Does the life of a fisher call?
Fight well now, else there is no tomorrow!